Welcome back everyone, I'm Plays Games, this is Snowrunner, and you see before you a brand new truck which we got in the Mountain River map. Last time out we completed everything in the north on the Northport map, and then we went through the gateway to Mountain River. We completely scanned this entire map because it's a very small map, it's really small. In the southeast, at this village, we found the Caterpillar 745C. We repaired it and we were allowed to keep it as a reward. And as I explained, very recently this thing has had lots of frame add-ons added. It used to just have the container carrier, the log carrier and the fuel carrier, and it never even had a trailer hitch. Now it has a trailer hitch and a saddle high and lots of other things. This has suddenly become one of the very best trucks in the entire game, in my opinion. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to carry on with Mountain River. We've got the Bandit and the Royal, so let's just go to the Bandit. And there are not too many tasks to do here. As you can see, we've only got 2 to do. We haven't investigated this one, Bricks in the River, so we'll have to do that at some point. Environmental issue is go here and take a trailer to there, I believe. Yes, well done me, I remembered that much. So let's just do this in the Bandit. Come here, come here, come here, take this little shortcut because this section of the pipeline is destroyed and lying over the road, so I'll have to fix that at some point. That will be a contract. And then up here, get the trailer, bring it back the same way, don't miss that turning, and we'll deliver that there. And then after that we'll go along the river and we'll see what this Bricks in the River thing is. I'm assuming it's going to be pallets of bricks lying in the river, but that's why we brought the Bandit, because it's got a crane on it as well, so that's good. Also, bypassing the trailer store, we might as well refill the Bandit because we've used all of its fuel supplies to fix the Caterpillar. See how much of this map we can get done. Now, speaking of regional progress, I'm going to be progressing quite rapidly through the regions in this game. I'm not going to 100% any of them. As you saw in Michigan, we got to rank 14, which unlocked the chain tires, and then we came straight to Alaska. I'm not overly concerned about 100%ing things. If you look on the global map, Michigan, I will do the regional progress things in each region, which we haven't done any of, and you see those on the contracts thing. Oh, actually, we need to accept some of these because we've just come here. Like all this stuff, the Valley Polar Base Research, it wants us to take a whole load of stuff to a location in White Valley. We do get a lot of experience and a decent amount of money, but it doesn't do any global progress, and I'm not sure I can be bothered to do many of the contracts. The only ones I really want to do are ones which unblock things, like fixing the pipeline here, and anything that's got a globe icon down here, which will be nothing from GR Enterprise, surprisingly. Right, Morrison Mining. Again, deliver all this stuff to the sawmill. Not sure I can be bothered. Yeah, there we go. That's the kind of thing we need. New drilling site is built. Anything with this orange icon, we will do in each region. Anything else, I don't think I will. Okay, that's something we need to do on this map. So we'll do that one, because it's part of the global anyway. Just to speed through the regions. I'm not going to 100% this game. Life's too short. We'll go into each map, we'll uncover all the warehouses, we'll uncover all the watchtowers, get all the upgrades, get all the free trucks, do all the tasks in each map, and then just enough contracts to do the global stuff. I'm not going to do all the massive orders for money and experience. Money essentially becomes infinite in this game very quickly on normal mode. Right, let's trailer store this and get a maintenance trailer, and we'll just refuel myself and my trunk supplies and sell the trailer. Well, actually, if we're going to be going past this anyway, it looks like we can pick up some things from this factory. Yeah, metal beams. Okay, it needs 2 metal beams. We can do that. We'll just do 2 very short trips up to there. There's one. We'll just chip away at this rebuild the pipeline thing. So 2 metal beams is 4 slots of cargo, server spare parts is another 2, medium pipes is another 2, small pipes is another 2. That 10 slots of cargo in total. But we're going to do 4 of them right now. I mean, it's literally here. It looks like it's far away on the map, but as I said, this map is absolutely ridiculously small. So there's your first metal beam. Go back to the factory, do that again. There we go, that's the 2 metal beams for that done. Now we'll go back to the tasks that we're doing. I believe the Pedro Bay map is also very small. White Valley is pretty damn big. So maybe when we've done the tasks here and rebuilt the pipeline and rebuilt the bridge, maybe we'll go through and have a look at Pedro Bay later in this episode, see how far we can get. Well, the Bandit's just chewing its way through the mud. 8x8, all-wheel drive and diff lock, big massive balloon tyres. And being an Eastern European truck, it ain't got no upgrades, because all the upgrades for it are on the Eastern European maps. But it's good enough as it is stock just now. Just have to be careful on the slippery roads because you don't have chains on this thing. That will have come the wrong way. So yeah, we haven't even got a decent gearbox on this, and it's got the stock engine, but it's fine. As you can imagine, when you get the upgrades for the Eastern European trucks, they become way, way better than the North American and Western European trucks. We have found the final upgrades for most of the North American trucks on this map. We've got the big Westline engine and the high range gearbox and race suspension and all-wheel drive and diff lock for almost all of our trucks now, so that's fantastic. Let's just hope we can actually hook into this thing. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this trailer's quite forgiving because this dolly arm is nice and long, so the trailer's not going to bash into the back of our sideboard bed. Some trailers do that on this truck, and that ruins your steering because you can't turn very far because you hit the trailer that's behind you. But this one seems to be fine. And we could be smart because we're going to go past this broken pipeline anyway, and it looks like this warehouse dead ahead has the small and medium pipes. So we'll pick up one of them, we'll pick up something. So there's a fuel trailer down here as well, so we can top up with fuel. Because I've got nothing in my flatbed at the moment, so we might as well chip away at that broken pipeline thing. Let's pretend we're smart. Medium pipes, one of them. Do I want to try and be smart? Or do I not? Let's try and be smart. Let's do the small pipes on the loading platform. Like that. And then get my crane. I'm going to just put these small pipes on top of the... Put my outriggers out. I'm going to put the small pipes on top of the other ones. And pin them in place with the crane arm. And we'll just overstack like that. We're not going very far. And I don't think the terrain's all that evil. So we'll try a little bit of overstacking, why not? People get obsessed with overstacking. I just don't think you need to do it most of the time. But people like to see how many items they can stack on a truck. Because the problem is, when you get to the destination, you have to unstack them all and then pack them in your truck one at a time. and deliver them one at a time anyway, so I don't really see the point most of the time. Okay, that's now resting on there. So if we put the boom arm down and then tighten the winch and then put my outriggers away, we should be able to just diddle along like this. You'll see people do things like get these things vertical and stack like 5 of them in the bed, and then they have to tiptoe around the map and hope that none of them fall out, and then when they get to the destination needs 5 of these, they have to unpack them all and pack one of them. You can't deliver things that are not packed in your truck, so you need to take them all out and then put them back on your truck one at a time and pack it, then deliver it and pick up another one. It's just not worth the hassle, man. In my opinion, at least. I'd rather just make multiple trips, or use a larger trailer. Do 2 trips with a large trailer instead of 1 trip all super stacked. But then, it's a sandbox game, you play it how you wish. Let's just be a little careful through here. I do still have it attached to the crane, so it's not going to fall off. It's shifted a fair amount, but the crane's kind of pinning it down. It's still attached by the winch cable. We're only going literally here. You can see the 2 downward pointing arrows. That's where we're going. Bandit's 8x8 powertrain and massive heavy mud tyres just chewing through the mud pits. And that's how we do. Okay then, here we are. So now what I need to do is get the crane back into action. Just get the small ones out the way. We'll just drop them like that. Deliver the mediums, unload, and then we'll have to get the small ones back on board. No, it's not going to be close enough, is it? Camera has gone all weird. So I think it was stuck in the tree. Is that close enough to pack? Yep, good. Restore crane, cargo management, deliver the small pipes. Right, now we only need 2 server spare parts. And I think we can get those from the service hub, which is where the Royal is. Right, so the Royal can just deliver them to that end of it. That's great. Now we have got to back out of here without rolling over my trailer. A little bit of poo came out just then. Right, let's winch the trailer backwards. Let's be smart. There we go. Release the winch and deliver this trailer. Which is environmental issue. Turning circle on the Bandit is not great at the best of times, but it's good enough. Let's watch out for this tree branch, hope it doesn't... Good, it didn't stop the trailer. And apparently we need to go right there. How are we going to get there? Okay, right behind these trees. I see. A little bit twisty and turny, but it's all through this lovely dry powder snow. I don't think any of this is blue snow, probably famous last words. Even if it is, we've got the big balloon tyres. And as I said many times, snow in this game is coated exactly the same way as mud, and these are mud tyres, so they'll just chew straight through it. Lovely. Little bit more money, little bit more experience. Not that the ranks are unlocking anything. I mean, we unlocked a Voron grad at rank 18, I believe. That's another Eastern European truck. The Voron family are pretty much the best off-road trucks. I like them a lot. I use them all the time in my own major playthroughs. They're all 6x6 with all-wheel drive and diff lock and OHD1 heavy-set tyres. I mean, they're all fantastic. Lots of power as well. Lots of different add-ons possible on them. They're fantastic machines. Once they're upgraded, there's not much point in buying them now because they won't have any upgrades, and the maximum upgraded North American and European trucks we have will be just as equally good as the non-upgraded Eastern European trucks. Right, let's do this bricks in the river thing. Where is the task? Oh, here it is. Oh look, another little fuel trailer. Alright, I'll take some of that. We'll take the experience. Refuel from Scout Fuel Carrier. Lights on. Show task. Accept. Start tracking. 3 bricks. Let's just super stack it. 3 is an annoyance. 2 would be fine. 3... not a huge issue. Looks like one of them is just here. This is a really shallow river. It shouldn't be a problem. In fact, that's probably close enough for the KRS crane. Right, let's put the outriggers out. Didn't even have to extend the crane boom. Now, one interesting thing to note is that when you increase the winch which is on your vehicle, it actually increases the range and pulling strength of the winch on the crane, because that's what it is. It's just a winch on the end of a boom arm. So if you think your crane is weedy, upgrade the winch which is on your truck and your crane will get better. I mean, this KRS crane has a longer boom than almost any other small crane. It's a specialised, unique crane. I'll just dump that in, whatever. That's probably good enough. Pack the cargo, restore the crane, spin the time on because it's like midnight. And go up the river against the flow. Not that it's a particularly big river. Just watch out for that shelf on the left hand side, it will pop your tyres. Right, crane and outriggers. Shorten the boom. Winch it in. Swing it round, shorten the boom some more. Swing it round, shorten it some more. Just put in practice with the crane and you'll get really good at it. It's not all that difficult a mechanic. Is that close enough to unpack and repack? Yep, good. Restore crane. Right, let's get the third lot of bricks, which appears to be almost directly under the broken bridge. Again, just watch out for the ice shelf on the left hand side. It's probably close enough. Just extend the boom a tiny bit. There we go. Nice long winch, nice long boom arm. Love it. Swing it round, kind of stick it in between the other two. Then we'll just pin it in place with that. Put the outriggers away. And it's only got to go back to this little warehouse. So that was easy. But we're not there yet. We'll say that was easy after we've delivered them all. We do still have the one on the top attached to the crane with the winch. So even if it slides off, it won't fall off onto the floor. It will just be suspended on the end of the crane arm. A little bit icy here, but big tyres are fine. It's a charming little map. This is very small, easy tasks, and it gives you one of the best trucks in the game. Love it. Come on, Mr. Bandit, get up the hill. Just had to shift down to first gear to make that little rise. Because, as I said, this is completely non-upgraded. It's just stock, apart from the wheels. And we'll have to do the same thing as we did before. Just peel this piece of crap off for now. We'll just drop it there. Deliver the first two, go back into crane mode, pick this one up. Drop it in, pack it, restore the crane, and done. Right, let's have a look at this broken bridge. It needs one concrete slab from... no, apparently the warehouse we're at right now, and 2 service spare parts which come from the service hub, which is where the Royal is. The Royal does have a 4-slot ramped flatbed. The pipeline needs 2 service spare parts, and this needs 2 service spare parts. And 2 plus 2 equals 4. Sweet. Right, concrete slab. Concrete comes in 2 forms, slabs and blocks. Make sure you get the right one. Man, these things are heavy. 6 tons each. It's like the heaviest, one of the heaviest cargoes in the game. See, it's actually compressing the back end of the truck. It's making the steering a little bit light. I'll just refuel from this thing. Then we need to get this up to the bridge. And then the Royal will do 2 tasks at the same time. Check us out being all efficient and shit. Man, this heavy cargo is taxing us, so let's go into low gear. Just so we're not shifting up and down all the time, because each time you shift, there is a small bit of neutral and it just stops your progress. Just go in low gear and just crawl our way up here. There we go. Right, we'll just turn that engine off. Get the Royal. Royal could do with some fuel, but I'm sure we'll be okay. And pick up 4 service spare parts. Okay, we can get fuel at the fuel station. That's good. So we'll go here, open this, and then to turn around we'll have to go to the trailer store and then come back out. Not a problem. And then go to the broken bridge. Nice. Again, don't accelerate down hills, just let gravity do its thing, otherwise you'll lose control even when you've got chain tyres. Alright, let's fix this up. We're going to have to... It's not letting us deliver because we don't have the task selected for some reason. Mountain pipeline building, I believe. There we go, now we've got the cargo management thing. Very annoying. 1 and 2. Unfortunately, these little barriers don't go away, and they can sometimes get stuck under your wheels and cause all kinds of problems. Right, let's turn around in here and then go and fix the bridge. I don't think the lack of diff lock is a massive hindrance to this vehicle. It seems to have enough power to just grunt its way through. Yes, its wheels are all turning at different rates and they're slipping and sliding, but it's got so much power that at least one axle will get grip and force you forwards. And we're not even in all-wheel drive. But interestingly, when you're not on all-wheel drive, all the power goes to your back axles, and when you do activate all-wheel drive, some of the power is removed from the rear axles and goes to the front. That has been proven on many occasions. That is how it works. So sometimes if you're in all-wheel drive and you're struggling to climb a hill, just knock all-wheel drive off and you'll suddenly find that your rear axles get enough power to get you moving again. Oh, I forgot to go to the fuel station. Oh well, never mind. There's another one at the other end of the map, and this is such a small map, it doesn't really matter anyway. Just not fall off the road at this corner. Show tasks, start tracking. Cargo management. Nailed it. And I believe that's it. I mean, there is nothing else to do in this map. We've done that, we've rebuilt the pipeline. Everything's good. Let's have a look in Pedro Bay. Is there anything we need to deliver to Pedro Bay? White Valley, Northport. Deliver to the warehouse. Some parts from here to there. I mean, that's not too difficult, is it? Right, we'll get some fuel, come up here, go down this hill, pick up some server spare parts, or drilling spare parts. Go up the hill and then down the other hill to avoid that mud pit because we're going to be doing it in the Royal. We can do that. I mean, I said I wasn't going to do any contracts that didn't have the world thing, but this one's so easy, we might as well do it. Fire in a barrel, deliver that, and deliver stuff to Northport. Deliver to the pipeline Pedro Bay. We need 2 metal beams for that, so that'll be Bandit with a trailer. Or actually no, because metal beams come from this factory. So once we've done this drilling spare parts one, we'll just take the Royal to the factory, pick up 2 metal beams and then go to Pedro Bay. It's blocked off at the minute because we need to discover Pedro Bay to unlock it. And that's easy. That's not Pedro Bay, that's not Pedro Bay, and neither is that. This one is 2 concrete blocks and 2 consumables. Looks like we can get consumables from here. Okay, so we'll fill 2 consumables in the Bandit on the way to Pedro Bay. Okay, so it's 2 metal beams and 2 consumables to Pedro Bay. Like some stupid dick has left the truck kinda half blocking the road. Who did that? What an absolute wiener. Okay, let's get 4 drilling spare parts from this warehouse. And take them to the other side of this map. Usually that would be a pain in the ass, but this map's so small, it's not going to take very long. Kind of struggling a little bit up this hill, but it is quite steep and we are pulling a lot of weight. It's not terrible though, it just shifted down a couple of times. You'll notice I haven't bothered putting all-wheel drive on, because this truck's powerful enough to not need it most of the time. And because all-wheel drive does have a fuel penalty. Not that it matters too much on this map. There's 2 fuel spots and a couple of trailer stores. And here we are. So now we need to go back to the other warehouse, get 2 metal beams, and head off to Pedro Bay. I believe this is the factory we need. 2 metal beams, please, Mr. Factory. Yep. There we go. Put the lights on, it's getting dark out. Don't burst your tyres on that pipe. There we go. This hill may be a challenge, pulling 10 tons of metal beams up it. Might need to dip into low gear. Ain't taking it in a second. Ooh, get you, Mr. Royal. Yeah, then you had to stop. Alright, cool. It makes sense to fuel up just before we go. Yeah, gearbox isn't overly happy with me. It keeps shifting down to first all the time. This trailer weighs like 4 tons and there's 10 tons of metal on the back. Okay, Pedro Bay, map number 3. Not that you can see anything because it's midnight. Okay, that should have unlocked lots of these contracts. Yep, pipeline repair. I believe that's the one we're doing, so we need to get all the way down there. There's lots of grey zone here. We need to get all the way down the southwest of the map, and I have no idea what the best route is. Oh, look, there's a gooseneck semi-trailer there with 2 metal beams on it. What a dick. But that would be a saddle low. Okay. This one, 2 concrete blocks, which we get from here. Okay. Or is it 3 concrete blocks? 2 concrete blocks and 2 consumables. And the consumables we're going to get with the bandit and bring them here. And that will give us a truck repair service on this map. Okay. 4 watchtowers, decent amount of grey zone. And I believe up here is a truck which we get to keep. So I think I will park the BM17 there. And then we'll go and get the bandit with 2 consumables. Wind the time on. And then we're going to go all the way back home and get the load start with the scanning trailer. Just be careful here. The road drops off to the left there. And on the right it's really muddy. So just kind of stick on this ridge. I think that's pretty much the most difficult bit on this map. I think there's some stretches of blue snow and some off-camber roads here. Again, this is pretty small, this map. It's pretty similar size to the one we just came from. This is just a nice frozen lake, which if you've got chains is the same thing as asphalt. A little bit of a splash here. Easy peasy. And that looks like a giant roadblock up ahead. We'll have to sort that out at some point. Right, we'll just park this thing here. Turn the engine off. See, we've driven a couple of 100 yards and we've done like half the map already. Right, so we need to go back to Mountain River, get El Bandito. And the bandit needs to go and get 2 consumables. from the service centre, which is here on this map. Go, just make the corner. Take this lovely new bridge that I just built. And then we'll go and get the scout with a scanning thing. So from here we need 2 consumables, which are surprisingly heavy at 2.5 tons. That's a lot of microwave dinners. And we'll leave this truck somewhere in Pedro Bay as well. And this also needs to go all the way in the bottom left-hand corner of this map. And we have no idea how to get there yet, because we haven't scouted it. I mean, that road up ahead looks like it's very much blocked with a gigantic stone. So we'll have to fix that. Right, let's just park this thing here as well, and then go and get the scout. And try out the Lone Star with the big wheels. Up the main road, through the gateway, onto White River, or Mountain Lake or whatever the hell it's called, and then straight along that main road and into Pedro Bay. One very chilled trip along the main road later. Here we are at the first of the 2 gateways you need to traverse. Absolutely no problem at all. Mountain River. We'll stop off and get some fuel. Use the restroom. Get some chips and some drinks. And get ourselves over to Pedro Bay with everyone else. Alright, here we are in Pedro Bay. That didn't take too long, just 2 very easy trips along asphalt roads. Easy peasy. Right, let's do a scan pretty much here. Yeah, why not? This will do. So, activate radar. Radar, do your thing. Upgrade, lovely. Where's that then? There's lunch. Oh, there's a trailer store here. We like that. Dangerous route. Upgrade is on top of what looks like a swirly mountain. Okay, that's called Morrison's Landslide. Looks like there's 2 ways to... Okay, if that's Morrison's Landslide, that must clear that big rock. Looks like there's another place we can activate that same thing from there. Okay, so dangerous route is going to open this bridge. Okay, I'm glad I left the other 2 trucks there, because this is impassable because the bridge is down. That's impassable because there's a big rock in it. That looks like a muddy horror. We don't know what all this nonsense is. So I think we'll come down here, investigate this, go this way, have a look at Morrison's Landslide, then come up here, open this watchtower, see what all this is, see if there's a broken bridge here or not. Right. The only issue is, of course, is that the Bandit has stuff in its back, but we can lift that stuff out with the crane and just put it somewhere else. Or buy a trailer and stick it on the trailer and leave the trailer somewhere. Right, dangerous route. Let's have a look. What is dangerous route? What do we need to repair this bridge? 4 wooden planks from this. Okay, so we need to do that from that side. Either that or take this road and somehow get to there. 4 times with 4 wooden planks. Well, twice, because they're 1 cargo each, and most trucks will carry 2 cargo. Little bit of blue snow here, so we'll just winch onto this telegraph pole and drag myself through. There we go. This is a little bit snowy too, but it's not too bad. And we're still in 4th gear, so we absolutely crushed it. And this is the Morrison's landslide thing. And Morrison's landslide needs 2 wooden planks. Okay then. So this is all about getting stuff from here. And can we drop... Oh, you absolute turd. Okay, so it won't let us fix this landslide from here. We have to get the wood from there to here. So I think the best thing to do is to get here, fix this bridge, and then fix that landslide. Okay, I can do that. That's cool. Do we need fuel at the trailer store? No. Do we need to sell the scanning thing? No, because there's a little bit of grey here and a lot of grey up here. I don't think there's going to be anything in that forest or on these little islands. And most of this map is covered by watchtower coverage, so it's not too bad. Even with the raised suspension, the rear fender is still able to push scout trailers around with the Lodestar, which is great. Now you've got the big wheels on this thing, it's much more capable. Of course, now that the Chevy and Scout 800 have the new crawler suspension, and they carry like 6,000 units of fuel and 1 million repair points, maybe this has been slightly outclassed. But I still love the Lodestar. It just goes where you want it to. Apart from through blue snow. So we'll just winch myself. Just going to use the quick winch. It will just randomly select something to winch onto. Usually when you use quick winch, it'll winch onto the smallest thing it can find, like a twig, which will instantly break. Ah, we're here at the watchtower already. Okay, watchtower, what secrets have you got for me? Apparently nothing. Okay, there's a bit of a rocky scramble to get over here, but we can do that. We just come down here and we'll scan like right here. And that'll unveil all this grey. The only other bit of grey is in the northwest. Cool. Told you, Pedro Bay is a tiny little map. Alaska may have 4 maps, but 2 of them are absolutely minuscule. Not that they're not fun or challenging, but they're very small. Oh, I can't be bothered to go behind that tree. I'll just go this way, bump over the tree roots, knock down all the medium trees that are in my way. Brute force and ignorance. Oh, this river crossing's not even too bad. Look, it's not even underwater. It's literally just road. Okay, that's cool. That's an easy shortcut for any truck. Oh, it's a little bit muddy and bumpy and off cambersome here, isn't it? A little bit horrible. Little dude will power through. Ah, we're at the end of my markers, and that tells me I need to activate my radar and uncover all this grey zone. Bloody grey zones and their hidden upgrades. Oh, apparently it's literally here. And apparently there's a drowned car we can get there. So we'll see what that is. And there's a family treasure task here, and then pull down. Okay, looks like the dangerous route is another crossing like the one we just did to get to that landing. So that's not too bad. So it does mean we'd have to bring the bandit all the way through here, over here, up here, and then over there. Okay, we do that, have a look at pull down, and then get this watchtower. There's lost car delivery, the same thing as old Mac and drowned car. There's only one way to find out. Okay, Mr. Upgrade, which is literally just here. Where are you? Let's go into low gear, because I'm just spinning my wheels for no reason and wasting lots of fuel. Come on, let me get my front left wheel in. Nice. This is Advanced Special gearbox, which is great because Advanced Special lets you do all-wheel drive with 0 fuel penalty, and it's for the P12 and the Cat 45C. Well, goddamn. And lots of other, including the Colobs and Tatras and Mighty Femme. Okay, excellent upgrade. Outstanding. Right, let's try and get ourselves back onto this little road. The Advanced Special is very similar to the off-road gearbox, but as I said, when you're in all-wheel drive mode, it comes with it's like a 20% or 40% fuel penalty, and the Advanced Special lets you do all-wheel drive with 0 fuel penalty, so you can just leave your all-wheel drive on all the time. It's extraordinarily powerful, and I'm very glad we got it. Alaska has spoiled us with the upgrades. They've all been fantastic. I know there's a trailer store here, but it's only one end of the map, and we haven't found a fuel stop. I'm kind of burning through my fuel. Okay, I'm going to leave the trailer here. I'm going to steal some fuel from it. We only need 20 fuel in that, because there's only one more piece of grey zone I want to uncover. Right. What is this and where do you need to go? It is another Hummer. And it needs to go all the way over there. Right, I'll just pull it onto the road. And then we'll let someone else do that. Mind you, if it's got some fuel in it, we'll steal the fuel. Hummer, do you have any fuel? The Hummer has no fuel. What a dick. Right, let's advance time so we can see what we're doing. Okay, apparently now we need to turn around and go up this little road on the right. There's another one here called Family Treasure, which needs us to do what? Get a curtain side trailer from all the way over here to here. From there over this landing down here, easy. Now we'll have a look at pole down, then we'll try and get to this. Okay, let's have a look at this downed pole task. What does this need? Guess what? It needs wooden planks. So this is literally all just get wooden planks from this central storage zone and distribute them across the whole map, apparently. Well, that's fine by me. Okay, the lost car delivery seems to have not been old Mac and drowned car, because it's listed as a different one, so we'll go and see what that is. Ah, this seems to be the downed telegraph pole, which is lying over the road, but I think we can bump our way over the... Yeah, cool. Come on, little trailer, you can make it. Jolly good. It is the same one. It's old Mac and drowned car. Why was it... What? Why was it listed as a separate thing until we got here, and now all of a sudden it's not? That's weird. But there is some grey zone here, so you know what? We're going to have to refuel some fuel into the exploration unit. And then scan. Well, that's weird. This is not where you deliver the car. Hey, whatevs. Ooh, upgrade. Oh, literally right next to the watchtower where we were going to go anyway. Okay, back over there. Come up here. Or is there a case for just driving straight up there? Instead of going all the way down there? I mean, we'll have a look. And then we'll go up here and then back onto the main road, I think. And continue and try and get the other watchtower. There's multiple. Right. What does this warehouse have? Concrete blocks and nothing else. Very short map. There's like 2 resources. Wooden blocks, which is so far... Wooden planks, which is so far the only thing we've seen, which is used to repair everything from telegraph poles to giant rock falls to wooden bridges. And concrete blocks, which are needed for, I believe, the service centre in the southwest of the map. Remember the telegraph poles in the middle of the road. Don't drive over it, you'll break all your wheels. And apparently there's an upgrade just here. Big trees, we'll just... winch yourself. Nice. Winch yourself onto the big tree. Nice. Come on, winch. Do winch things. I'm going to stop accelerating and then re-accelerate just to shift down to first gear. Just let me get my wheels into that yellow zone. There we go. Upgrade is race suspension for the ANK Mk38. Not the civilian, the military one. Come on, little truck, you can make it. Can we winch onto the tower? Yes, we can. Lovely. Nice. Watchtower opened. Turn the engine off. Have a look what it uncovered. Absolutely nothing. Oh, this is a bit... isn't it? A little bit nasty. And as far as I can tell, this is the only time we'll have to come up here, so who cares? Okay, we're back on what passes for the main road in this map. This looks a little bit off camber, does it not? It's a little bit tippy overy. I think I'll aim for this rock. We'll get some grip on the rock if we don't burst our tyres getting onto it. Yep, there we go, lovely. That is a bit of a nasty corner. Do not want to bring anything big or heavy along here, thank you very much. Small scout vehicle with very low centre of gravity, not an issue. Okay, this pipeline's intact, that's great. Running a bit low on the old fuel, but I think we've still got some. Yeah, I can see some jerry cans in the back of the truck. In fact, why don't we just use them all now? Pick up chassis add-on. Right, so now we know this is all the fuel we have. 99 litres in this, enough just in the scanner for one more scan. This is just a little frozen lake. Oh, actually I have to get up there because that's my watchtower. Just watch out for the rocks, don't pop your tyres. We do have repair points on this thing, but I'd rather not break it. Right, engine off while we have a look. Service hub non-active because we need to fix it. Oh, fuel carrier semi-trailer with 100% fuel. That's going to be a couple of thousand fuel. And a pipeline which looks broken. Balls. Well, let's go and fuel up at least. I believe the service centre is the thing that needs consumables and concrete blocks. Oh, hello, giant mission trailer in the back. I see you there. I see it. Right, let's steal all the fuel out of this thing. 3,700 fuel. Lovely. Lovely. Okay then. No, it's not very long, but it is extremely tall. Okay. We'll have to work out where that goes. We need to work out where we're going. Pipeline. I'm assuming this is blocked, so we'll have a look. And then we'll have to work out how to get up here to this other watchtower. Oh, there's an upgrade there as well. Okay, so we'll get that, and then we'll come and get this upgrade. Okay. At least we know we've got fuel here, and in the east of the map is a trailer store, so that's fuel. Ow, my engine. Yeah, I'm not liking how bumpy and lumpy this road is. Right, so before we get that big trailer out of here, we're going to have to fix this, aren't we? Why do I not have a... Why do I not have a task? Why do I not have... What's going on here? Why is this pipeline task not giving me a task thing? Okay, pipeline repair needs 2 metal beams. Oh, that's what we have on the Royal. Okay, so we've already got the things we need for this. We just need to bring them down here. But we don't know... But we can't do that until we've unblocked this or built that bridge. Or both. So we need to get something here to build the bridge, to unlock that, to bring this here, to get that, to unlock here, to get that and take that to where it needs to go. Of which we have no idea. Got that? Good. Right, let's detach this trailer. Because I don't want to take that into these woods. I think we can maybe sneak our little truck down here and underneath that pipeline. Or maybe down here and under it that way. Just to let us keep exploring. Okay, where's the trees? Kind of on the right hand side. Because this looks horrifically deep. In fact, I'm going to go low gear plus. Just to increase the torque. Effectively leave us in second gear constantly. Ah, yeah. What an absolute monster of a scout truck. The Lodestar is kind of a cross between a scout and an off-road vehicle. Much more capable than most other scouts. Ooh, apart from this horrible deep mud pit. Okay, what is this? Race suspension for the Royal BM17. Now, does the Royal get bigger wheels when you put the race suspension on it? I cannot remember. That's something else we'll have to look at some point in the future. Can't do it now because the Royal's here on this map. But it would be really sweet if it did have bigger wheels, because then that would, of course, torque it up. It effectively gears it up when you have bigger wheels. That would be awesome. Okay, let's try and find a way around this broken down pipe. Get me a little scanny thing. Let's go this way. should be able to fit under this somehow. Let's go low gear plus again. Fuels are spinning a little bit too much, so we'll go to low gear. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I think if we can get beyond these two trees, we can fit under the pipe there, and then just scramble our way up these rocks and get back on the road. Oh, I see you, Mr. Tree Stump. I see you there. Dead ahead. Come on, steering. Steer the truck. Hey, under the pipeline. Sneaky mode. Engaged. Sweet. Chained tires are alright in mud, you know. They really are. And we are almost out. Alright, where are we going now? All the way up here. And I don't know how to get to that watchtower. Will we just go there and then scan? Oh, we've just refilled it with fuel, so why not? I know we're unveiling the map to reveal the watchtower, which unveils the map, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. Says he getting stuck in the snow. Let's stick to the right where the trees and the winching points are, you absolute idiot. Right, and hook into the next one, which is only here. Autonomous winch has only got 14 metre range. The extended scout winch is 18 metres, but I like having the autonomous winch, just in case we flip over. So let's scan. New objective discovered. Okay, so we need to get to the watchtower from this side. That was not an objective, it's just a stupid contest. Oh, whatevs. Okay, so we need to go this way. And then through there, and then get to the watchtower. And then come back and continue going up this road and scan, like, up here somewhere. Looks like that is like another river crossing, so we'll go here and we'll scan from there. And that should uncover all of this. Okay. Onwards. This is very tippy overy. And I imagine we're going to have to bring that big mission trailer up here. So that corner must be taken extremely slowly. Now this little car here is weird. There is no mission attached to it. It's just here. I think maybe at one point it was a mission and now it's just a nothing. You don't do anything with it. Is it connected to the contest? What is the contest? Oh yeah, delivered to the boat station Scout 800. So you need to take the Scout 800 from here and deliver it to there, which is probably up here, around here, over there and down. And then you can repeat that infinitely and respawn this. Don't take the scanner up there, you fool. We have to come back this way. Let's move time on. Yeah, we're just going there and then doubling back, so there's no point taking the scanner up there. Oh, hello, what are you? Curtain side trailer. Is that the missing tools thing? Family treasure. Yes. Okay, so we'll have to get a truck with a trailer hitch up here. I think I'll maybe try winching that. Okay. The road is blocked by two trees. Springy Springy tree branch, you dickheads. Okay, there's a tree beyond it, so if we get the camera kind of here, we can maybe try and winch ourselves through these trees. Let me through. Let me through. Let me through. Okay, we're through. God, that was a bit horrible. Nope. Okay, watchtower. Bam. Okay, apparently there's something else. Oh, lost tools. Okay, another fuel carrier there. Lost tools and moving this stock. Okay, so lost tools isn't family treasure, I don't think. I think that's something else. It's family treasure. So we need to winch this curtainside trailer just kind of back onto the road. And then pick up our scanner and go and scan this. And then we'll have a look at what all this nonsense is up here. Okay, so there's fuel here, and a trailer store here, which is the same thing as fuel. Nothing down here, but you know, it's such a small map. And then after that, we'll come here, go up the mountain, get that upgrade. Alright. Cool. Zipping our way through this little map. Mind you, we haven't actually delivered anything yet. Let me through, you springy shitbags. Okay. Let's hook the back of the truck onto that tree and pull myself through. And then winch this onto the road so we don't have to come up here with another truck. We'll just leave it on the main road. In fact, let's actually shorten the winch so we don't accidentally pull it up these banks which are going to tip it over, because that would be a bad thing. Okay, I think we can leave this thing here, so we'll detach the winch. Go and pick up my little scanner. And we'll carry on. Why is my marker all the way over there? Oh, I see. Okay, we need to find this little road. Okay, another pipeline, so nothing tall can come this way. Duly noted. A very shallow little river, and we're gonna scan here, is it? Yeah, this'll do. New objective discovered. Okay, so... Oh, and an ANK 38 just lying there. Okay, let's have a look at this mountain road. What does this sign say? Private property, no trespassing. Don't care. And mountain road is... Go up to the top of the mountain where the upgrade is that we're going to get anyway. Cool. So we're going to get paid money and experience for going somewhere we were going anyway to get an upgrade. Must remember the upgrades we've got. We've got super special gearbox for the P12 and the Cat 45C. Got race suspension for the Royal, and race suspension for the ANK 38. And I think that's it. But those are some kick-ass upgrades. New truck discovered. That means we get to keep this truck right now. This is the ANK Mk38. It's, in all respects, exactly the same as the ANK Civilian, apart from it has a 2-slot cargo bed. The only problem is, that's the only upgrade it can have. It can have this 2-slot cargo bed, or it can have this 2-slot cargo bed. It gets all the same upgrades, the same engine, the same wheels. It comes as stock with all-wheel drive and diff lock always on, and special off-road tyres. So we can use that on this map to deliver all the stuff. Because it's very close to this stock loading, which is where we get the wooden planks to unlock this and build this bridge and repair the pole. And all the other stuff. That will then let us bring the Royal up this hill to deliver the stuff to get the pipeline, which will let us then deliver that. And the Mk38 can also come here and get this sideboard trailer whilst it's doing all that. And when it's building the bridge, it can drop off the sideboard trailer at Family Treasure. Oh, and it can drag the Hummer down here, because I believe that gets delivered to the service hub? Yeah. Just down here, over the frozen lake, deliver it here. By then the pipeline will be done. Cool. So you can pretty much solo this map with just a scout and then the ANK-38. But to be honest, the ANK-38, it's really not worth keeping around once you're finished with it on this map. Because as I said, it does only have that cargo bed. So it cannot have a crane of any description. I'm not even sure it can... Yeah, I'm sure it can pull trailers. I mean, it's not completely useless. I mean, it's as powerful as... We know how good the ANK Civilian is power-wise. And it's just as powerful as it. It's got exactly the same engine. Yeah, let's just do a little scan here, just because there's a tiny little bit of the map that we haven't uncovered. And because, you know, there's a gigantic semi-trailer full of fuel right there, so why not? I don't mind expending 20 fuel to do this. Nice. Ain't nothing here, but that's the whole map done. Grey zone here, but there ain't nothing here. This is all just inaccessible, impenetrable forest. So who cares? Right, up the mountain. And grab all the tasks that are here and see what they need us to do. And refuel this thing. I'll get some more XP from the gigantic fuel carrier. Show task, lost tools. And the lost tools needs us to do what? Get one vehicle spare part, which is here, which needs a crane, so that will be Bandit that does that. This looks like a horrible mud pit, but Bandit, mud wheels, don't care. Literally one cargo to there, and the other one is moving the stock. What needs to get delivered to this engineer's house? Is there something here? I don't know. Oh, the tools from that task you literally just accepted, you blithering idiot. And moving the stock needs us to do what? Take one oil barrel from here, which is spawned on the ground, and 2 wooden planks from here to there, and that unlocks a warehouse. Okay, so this factory will spawn something. I don't know what, but something. It's more wooden planks. Okay, so Bandit needs to come down here, pick up these vehicle spare parts, take them to here, pick up the oil barrels, and take them to there, and then ANK will do the wooden planks to there, and that will give us warehouse access. We've pretty much done the map already, so I'm not quite sure what the warehouse is going to supply. That's what, 10 wooden planks we need in total for this map now? 5 trips in the ANK on a tiny little map like this ain't going to be no problem. Okay, we need to go next left, next right, and up on top of that mountain. This is a little bit snowy and muddy and horrible, but there's only one tree we can winch onto, that's that one there. I think we're dragging our way through just okay on our own. Yeah, that's cool. We can sell this scanning thing now, we don't need it anymore. I might even recover the scout after we've got this upgrade and been up to the top of the mountain. I don't think we need it here anymore. And it's not like the other scouts which has got 1,000,000 fuel and hit and repair points, so it's not all that useful as a fuel bowser. We know there's 2 massive semi-fuel trailers on this map already. Okay, this is the mountain, so we will leave the trailer here. Let's go rock climbing and see what the upgrade is at the top. A little bit tight. Not a fan of this. Oh, this is very tight. Okay, need to hug the right hand wall. I'm actually steering right just to try and slide along the wall. Seems to have done the trick. Gotta hope the rest of this mountain's not like this. Oh, horrible big tree roots on the left. Waiting to ping you off into space. Oh god. It is like that all the way up. We should be able to push this little tree out the way. Yep, good. Because we're heavier than regular scout vehicles. These springy bushes which are just surprisingly annoying at slowing you down and stopping you. More tree roots on the left. Okay, very narrow rocky pass here. Another tree root trying to snag us. This little bit is off camber, but we're okay, we've got a low centre of gravity. Another narrow bit. But we're up. There is our upgrade, which is... Ooh, the big Westline engine for the twin steer and the cat. Nice. And that's that done. Well, alrighty then. Let's get back down this mountain without rolling over. Pick up our little scanning thing, take it to the trailer store, sell it, recover this, upgrade the vehicles that are in the garage, and then come back here, get the ANK Mk38. And start actually completing tasks on this map, now that we've uncovered absolutely everything and got all the upgrades and the free vehicle. Do the tasks and then look at the global contracts and start doing those. And we're down. Cool. Okay, trailer store. Sell this, recover this. Do some upgrades. This needs advanced special gearbox. Lovely. This needs big Westline engine, 250,000 torque. I believe the twin steer gets the same engine. Yep, lovely. Cost us 22.5 grand, but who cares about that? Get the off-road engine on it, sell that, sell that. Race suspension is in Alaska somewhere. Okay, cool. That'll let us get the gigantic 63 inches on this, which is a little bit of a pain because it's only got OHD ones at 55. You see, it doesn't have 63, but it does get OHS2, which is the next best thing. The only issue being that OHS 2 is only single instead of double in the rear. What else got upgrades? That got its gearbox, that got its engine. Did that not get the good gearbox as well? Yeah, advanced special. Right, so gearbox, engine. This already has the race suspension because it's a different truck to the other one. Okay, and the big, heavy Westline with 210,000 is still on the map somewhere. Back to Pedro Bay we go. And speaking of maps in Pedro Bay, we'll pick this up at the start of the next episode. This has been amazing. We pretty much did all of Mountain River today. We finished that, and then we had a peek in Pedro Bay. We've completely uncovered it. We know everything we're doing. We've got all the right trucks here. This has got the metal beams we need to fix the pipeline. This has got a crane which needs to do that and that, which will then unlock this factory. We've got an ANK 38, which will be making multiple trips to the stock loading to unlock this, clear this, rescue this car, fix the pole, deliver stuff to the service hub because it has to get 2 concrete blocks from here to there. And then we'll have to work out where this gigantic trailer is going to go. But by then we'll have all the roads open and it can just be an easy drive. So, look after yourself until we come back for that. And I'll talk to you again soon.